Hello and welcome back to Journey Through Eorzea, the 100th episode of Journey Through Eorzea. As always, I'm your host, Man with Hat, Tiberius Fox. Also, you will see in the bottom right corner, for the 100th episode, we have a special little just a thing. I just wanted to do something a little fun. So we have Cat Cam. This is my cat, Fizzy, also call him Pop all the time. He's the one that's usually annoying me when I'm trying to record all my episodes. I might go and grab other cats just for show and tell during my thing. I just like he's always here. He's either here or he's like up in the tower up there. So for this whole episode, there will be cats in this. He's been sleeping in his name is Pop. We call this the Pop chair. This is like his little hangout spot when I'm not having anybody else over. So he's going to be joining us for our 100th episode. We are also, coincidentally, I believe, at the last episode of Stormblood. According to the tracker, the msqtracker.com, we are at, this next quest will be, we're at 159 of 162. So we are in 3 quests. Now, I'm hoping this will just be like a good hour and a half. It might run long. I don't know, but we'll see. Either way, with that, you have me and Cat Chair, Pop Chair. Without that further ado, let's get into it. That was not who I meant to do that. We must leave now to convene the Eorzea's leaders, and it may be some time before I return to Doma. Hakuro, I leave you in command. My lord. I shall assemble an advance party with all haste and join you in Alamigo forthwith. I've just received word from Lise. The Alliance has established a base camp near Alamigo's northeastern border. Once we've arrived in the locks, we're to report to the Resistance officer, stationed in Porta Pretoria, who will point us to the right direction. Let's not keep them waiting. Like, what a fortuitous time that, like, the 100th episode would also, be a whole thing. So yeah, he might stay there the entire episode. He might get up and leave, and it might be an empty chair. I'm kind of hoping that Cheese, one of my other cats, we have a lot of cats in my house. I know I've mentioned in the past I have 8 cats, which is not intentional. I'll tell you how you get 8 cats. Have 3 cats like a normal person, right? And then we'll be working a job and find a mother and 4 babies tucked under the building. And then try and take that mother and 4 babies to any, and I might have told the story before, but try and take that mother and 4 babies to literally any shelter. And then have them say, yeah, we're full, we can't. And then do that like 5 or 6 times and then go, okay, we'll just have to hang on to them for a while until someone can take them. And then you name them and you get attached and you go, oh, I now went from 3 cats to 8 cats, and that's how I have 8 cats. It was not like, oh man, I'm so excited I want more cats. Like, no, that's not how that happens. So, but Pop is Pop is my ride or die. He's always around me. He follows me like a little puppy all over the place. He's super annoying, but he loves me, and that's all that matters. Ah, you must be the Scion party I was told to look out for. If you follow me, I'll take you directly to the Alliance headquarters. Yeah, let's go to the headquarters. Also, I expect the camera down there to shake, but that's because it's attached to my desk. So, when I invariably bump it, that'll happen. Oh, they got all the banners. Okay, I remember this. I remember this whole, like, being at the camp thing. I don't remember exactly what happens, but I'm guessing we're gonna get voice dialogue.
Welcome back, you two. Greetings, Lord Hien. Glad you could join us.
Glad to be here. I would have come sooner, where our own defense is not in question, but I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
We're grateful for your support. Thanks to the efforts of our allies, it won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
You know, before I was kind of hard on Alisaie.
We have some good news too. Elfino has come back to us. As for the bad news...
I was like, come on, Alisaie, it's fine, get over it. And now I'm kind of like, yeah, everything's kind of bad, I get it.
So, Alphino won't wake up, Gaius van Baelsar is alive and hunting Ascians, and the Empire is planning to poison us all with toxic gas. Does that sound about right?
Doesn't that sound crazy if you have that in a vacuum, if you know what's going on? So, your entire team that's been helping you up to this point are all incapacitated. Gaius van Belsar, the initial OG villain, pretty much, from A Realm Reborn, is not only dead, or not dead, but he is hunting Ascians. You're also your greatest threat, really. And meanwhile, the Empire has created a super dangerous weapon of toxic gas that just wants to exterminate you like, a local ant hive. And just like all that, like in a pseudo vacuum is kind of crazy.
Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal. Getting back to your report, are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
It fits the description. And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness. I have a feeling this won't be the last time his bravery in the Empire will serve us here in Eorzea. The threat of an unknown weapon has had us all on edge. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it. As for Gaius, I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy he's hunting Ascians? Aye, I'd have to say I am.
It's the old enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of thing.
Oh, speaking of Garleans you didn't expect to see, we have a tale of our own, as it happens. When we sent envoys to the Imperial Army to request talks, they returned with the message that Varys Zos Galvus would be attending.
Oh, the Emperor himself, you say?
The Emperor himself? Well, Varys did sanction the Popularis peace mission. But knowing that an Ascian walks in his son's skin, I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of vipers.
The Alliance would proceed with negotiations regardless, if only to give ourselves more time to prepare. We do, however, require your cooperation.
Right. Yes. So, as a condition for the talks to go forward, the Empire has requested that a member of the Scions be present. There'll be a representative from each Alliance nation, of course, but I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
You know, Scions are in fewer and fewer supply as time is going on.
Gods, Lise. You know how much I hate politics. But then, what choice do I have? Alphino and the others aren't going to do it. Very well. I shall attend as the Scion's representative.
That's rough for Lise. Or sorry, for Alisaie. Got names backwards. But no, it's interesting. It's rough because she is not the emissary type. That is totally her brother's role, and she's being shoved. Just man, I don't know. There's just a subtlety in the writing right now that I'm really appreciating. So you have Alisaie, who is not that type of person, being forced into a role that is not normally hers, while also under the duress of knowing everything else is going on, and she has to keep composure. You know, if you wanted to write a strong female character, I'm not saying Alisaie is a perfect one, but she's pretty good. We'll put it this way. This is a good moment for that, to me.
In case you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
Yeah, that's me.
That's settled then. We don't know what Varys means to bring to the table, or why he wants you there, but having you close at hand will make all the difference.
The meeting will take place on the border. Anticipating an early assault, we mean to position the bulk of our forces nearby.
The Alliance leaders should already be on their way. Once you're ready, we can head out and join them.
I feel there's gonna be a lot of dialogue and like cutscenes as this thing wraps up. I don't think we'll be doing any dungeons or trials or anything. Maybe a gold spot where we have to fight somebody, like a what should call it, but yeah. Well, I don't suppose it's polite to keep an emperor waiting too long, shall we? Parlay with the emperor. Let's do it. More discussion. This episode's gonna be very talk heavy. I'm 99% certain. Okay, this is familiar. I feel like we're in cheerleader tryouts. Bring in the next candidate. I think I have an open-sided chair. How else would he sit in that?
Esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance, on behalf of the Garlean Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today. As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Very well, Your Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you. As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us, but you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue.
You know, I want to touch on something. I know this might not be the best time to touch on this, but it's interesting that a nation that can't use magic in a world full of people that use magic was able to make technology, and I realize that you now know that they had help from the Asians, right? Like Emmett Selk had a big part in it, but that they were able to create technological marvels that were able to rival people that are literally able to like summon fire and crazy stuff out of nothing, right? What a crazy thing. And not only that, they're not only able to hold toe-to-toe, they win most of the time, which is crazy, right? Granted, it kind of takes out a little bit when you know the Asians are involved because they can do so many crazy things, but like, they have scientists, right? It's not all Asians, I don't think. So it's just an interesting concept. So it's like, yeah, you might beat us. It's like the crazy thought that you can have a faction that just goes, yeah, we don't even use magic, but we're so cool that it doesn't even matter.
Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals. Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace. As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated. Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
With all due respect, Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
The citizens of Doma can also attest to the meager arms of Imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
I'll be real. I don't think he cares.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
I'm not saying his arguments are good, but the way he's carrying himself is pretty good. Also, if you consider the fact that he knows about the Ascian plot to do things behind the scenes, he's like, and he's kind of had his hand forced, so.
Your Radiance. I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor. For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. A 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned.
And you know what the crazy part is? If you consider what happens in Endwalker to Garlemald, I honestly think the resolution of the Garlemald struggle in Endwalker is kind of one of the weakest parts of this. By the way, I noticed I turned around, my cat's gone, so I have to go find another one. But no, it's just like realizing that Emmerich's point here is completely true based on what happens.
Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral, and have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise. You speak of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end.
I'd also like to say one thing is Varus doesn't get a lot of lines in this game, from the time he's in the game, but the voice actor who's run Varus here, exceptional delivery in my opinion, just like so good. He's really like knows exactly how to point certain words exactly when he wants to, and it's really great. It does a really good job for the scene. Look, Emmerich actually looks sad by that. Like, obviously sad because of the things not working out.
Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people. There was a time when Garlemald too lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north. Were it not for the discovery of Ceruleum and the subsequent development of Magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own. On the shores of Vilbrand we found it. And from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
I'll be real, when you were a nation of pirates, I don't think... She is not arguing from a position of strength right there. She wants to act like, oh, we were persecuted in a way and we fled here. Yeah, but you also started as pirates, like just stealing from people. I know he's going to exploit this, but I'm just saying, that's just not a good argument.
So saith the pirate. Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers?
Called it.
I will concede that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the Twelve's Wood's bounty. Would that your people might learn from their example.
He's just gonna laugh at her. Brutal.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation?
I came here in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing. Despite what you people may believe, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
Solid dialogue.
Wait! I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here. Please. If you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
As Mistress Alisaie says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future. Emperor Varys, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
I don't know how you come to constructive. They clearly don't want to be ruled over by him based on things that have happened. And he thinks that they're like toddlers in charge of the preschool in his eyes, right? Who can't run anything and are just constantly like, they're beast tribes that are causing problems, and they're all fighting with themselves and around each other, and they can't even lock down their own borders. And he's like, why would I why would I look at you as equals when you can't do anything for yourselves? So like, there is a logic there. I'm not saying he's right, but I'm saying there's a logic there that I understand. So I don't understand how they're supposed to come to anything, but obviously, it is what it is. All right, hang on. I'm going to go, as I said, I'm going to try and find some cats for Cat Cam. At the very least, I'm going to try and find some just to show, just for fun. So, 1 second. Okay, so for the next cat for Cat Cam, we have Cheese, who, if you remember from early episodes, was the one who always bothered me. So let's just play Cheese. Cheese is fuzzy and stout, and she is one of the rescue ones of the babies that we had. So, I'm sure she's confused as to why I brought her down here. Are you gonna leave already? You gonna knock stuff over? Should probably knock stuff over. Well, regardless of what Cheese decides to do in the cat chair. Yeah, you want scratches? That's what I thought. Alright, let's see if I can do both at the same time. Phew. This is really not my forte. After his racing this little performance, it was all I could do not to swear at him. I honestly don't know how I ended up playing the mediator. I just asked myself what Alphino would have done. I tried to do my best to do the same, and by some miracle it worked. but there really is no common ground to be found with that man, nor do I think he looked for any. So the question becomes, what did he come here to do? Because you may be certain it hasn't been to make peace. Whatever it is, I can't make it out, not yet at least. We have to do a little time before the parley is due to reconvene, though, so why not try consulting the illustrious leaders? Mayhap they have some insight to share. Okay, fair enough. I just realized that she turned the chair. How dare you? Trying to focus on dialogue. Alright. That's 2 cats for cat cam, but that's by the point. Alright, Millwood. I will say one thing for this Varus. He is very versed in Eorzea history. His interest in our affairs is that of a beast in his prey. The conqueror would know his enemies. All should know their enemies, yet there's much more we do not know of the Empire. I'm sure Varus will be happy to tell you more, then it's up to us to chain it here and now. Let's say that. Ha! You would have me ask the Emperor himself. Well, mayhap there is some wisdom in that. If we can skirt the storm of its displeasure, we may yet come to our answers, even if it does mean sailing close to the wind. Alright, let's talk to Nanimo here in a second. Alright, next up we have Pumpkin. He is a giant man and also a coward. He's very sweet, though. Pumpkin, say hi on Cat Cam, right? We had to continue the 100th episode. I don't have time to hang out. 12 have mercy, but for Lady Alisaie's timely interjection, we might have come to blows at the negotiating table. Not that the Emperor Varus left us many great options. Its unconditional surrender is all he will accept, do you think? Ere he arrived, I'd have said yes, but having heard him speak, I cannot help but think he came with some other end in mind. Exactly. He's building up to something, I know it. How then should we approach the rest of this parley? Have you anything to say, Warrior of Light? Invite Varus to explain himself. Say nothing of Zenos or the Ascians. Let's invite him to explain himself. It makes the most sense. You believe he is more apt to reveal the truth if we put him at ease? Mayhap you are right. Thank you, Tiberius. Alright, let's see. Oh, he and Amric, dude, I love those dudes. Alright, I'm not going to be able to get every cat. I'm just kind of trying to do this in between. Because eventually, I just don't want to have an empty chair the whole time. But this is Dave. Dave was a stray that was just like outside one day. And then he got beat up really bad and was really badly wounded. So we took him in, and then he was just our cat. He is the leader of the house because he's the oldest one. So he can stay for another 10 seconds or he can leave already. Well, thank you for stopping by for Cat Cam, Dave. What's he got to say? This parley was likely to bring peace, but I'd hoped to learn something of Emperor Varus' relationship with the Ascians. As we all. Yet it was he who was in league with them, and he is not like to volunteer the fact. And if he is not, how much weaker would his position seem for their presence? If we are to broach the particular subject, we will need to be subtle. Would that I know more of the man. If you would indulge me. Lord Hien, you received an imperial education, did you not? It is true that the Emperor's will is considered absolute? There is no higher authority in all of Garlemald, nor else in the heavens. Come to that, veneration of the gods is forbidden, the only worship permitted being that of His Radiance's own person. Yeah, it sounds like a religion, more or less. Reminds me of Skyrim. I share in your disdain for the hypocrisy. Even as we denigrate the idea of faith, they revere their leader with a fervor others reserve for the divine. 'Tis a flaw common in much of the doctrine they fed us, logical on the surface, perhaps, but contradictory upon closer examination. I wonder if a discussion of various discrepancies might prompt Varus to reveal something. Yep. I mean, that's not great, because that means that he's not, I don't know. It's not gonna, yeah. I don't know, man. Like, when you think you're the best, based on what he's saying is that it might look good on the surface, but underneath it's broken and fractured and doesn't work. So, but it reminds me of, was it Thalmor in Skyrim, where like they don't allow, was it Talos worship or something like that? This is one of those things. It just reminds me of that. So, yeah. All right, let's figure out what Alisaie wants. However, before that, this will probably be the last cat I bring into rotation. I know I have 8, but this is it. That was. Are you gonna run off? You gonna run over and try and run across my desk? Okay. That's Scoopy. You may have noticed that she wears a suit. Scoopy is the runt of the litter, and she has a autoimmune disorder, and unfortunately that means that she just tries to chew herself to death and scratch and beat herself up all the time. And so she's constantly making herself raw and beating herself up all the time. She's a sweetheart, and apparently going to try and go across my desk right now. You gonna do that? You don't have to do that. You can go that way. Hang on. She does not want to be in the chair. That's fine. She doesn't have to. Let's figure out what Alisaie wants. You didn't see you could come to watch me wrangle cats this whole time. You've spoken with everyone then? Good. Now that all that remains is to await the pleasure of the Emperor. And hope we fare better than the second attempt.
Now then, who would have the floor?
Before we resume, I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
I'll admit your familiarity with our affairs surprised me, and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further? That is my question.
If I may, the answer can be found in the Imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat icons posed to the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner. Or so we were taught. Yet the Emperor only reached the burn, the Baron said to have been laid waste by icons, after conquering all the lands that lay between. What is more, I am quite certain the practice of summoning was not nearly so widespread in the days before the Empire's founding.
Interesting, now that we know what happened with, what is it, Solus Galvus or whatever? Definitely
when you
not.
put it like that, it all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
They're trying to be more, high-minded, and I don't think it's going to work. He's not going to care. I mean, he's going to care slightly because he knows that he found something, but at the same time, he's
Finally,
like, whatever.
You ask the right question. I can but hope you heed mine answer, and at last accept the righteousness of our cause. My goal is this: to return the world to the way it once was, the way it was always meant to be. In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more. No longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences. There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time began.
What in Rolga's name are you talking about?
I am talking about the origins of this star, of the source and its 13 reflections.
Now imagine this for a moment. Imagine that you're so worried about these small corporeal things, and that you learn that the Empire that's been whooping everybody knows more about the cosmos than you do, right? And about just the scale of things. What are you doing, Scoop? She's right behind the camera. Do you want to go? You can go if you want. Oh well, she'll figure it out. But yeah, that would be hard.
The instant of the great sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections. That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred, why he wages war, why he kills his brother.
You all in your own way have proven as much today. The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem. One which calls for more drastic measures.
He has completely taken the thing is the Asians told him the truth, but at the same time, like a misguided truth that doesn't exactly figure in quite right.
To bring about everlasting peace, our worlds must be rejoined.
The great rejoining. I don't think he realized. Like I think he did earlier say he suspects that like they're not going to be there for it, but like he believes in it, I guess.
That is the goal the Empire would see realized. The glorious future unto which we shall one day shepherd mankind.
A rejoining of worlds.
I have heard this tale of the Source and its reflections before.
Are these not the self-same desires as the Asians?
Emperor Varys, do not trust in their words. They will lead you to your doom. My father thought to use them, but in the end he succumbed to their temptations. He embraced summoning like so many other pawns before him. Do not tell us you mean to do the same.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing. But I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Garlean Empire was built by the hand of an Asian.
Oh, stunning revelation.
What?
Yes. My grandsire, the former emperor, is of their number. And who better to build an empire capable of bringing about the calamitous change we desire? Would you condemn me for this alliance? For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters, when the prize is true and lasting peace?
It's funny, if you think about what the Asians, or I can't remember what the name of their race technically is, but like the giant people, whatever. Their world was pretty utopic in a way, right? A little broken around the edges in terms of like caring about things. Like they just like, made creatures and then just pitched them into nothing. But still, it's like if you knew it, and like they can show you images of stuff. So like imagine if he showed him like, hey, look at how perfect everything was and everyone got along and it was great. He would, a lot of people would be like, yeah, sure. Your prize is a lie, your master's demons. I will stop you and the Asians no matter the cost. Your prize is a lie, your master's demons. I mean, kinda, yeah. I will stop you and the Asians no matter the cost. Yeah, we'll say that one. The master's demons. Because it is kind of like,
I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of divergence.
Imagine a world united. One perfect race beneath a single standard.
But like, and then what, right? You assume everything will be perfect and fine. It's not going to be what you think it is. And secondly, and then what?
An army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs.
See, that's where he diverges from the Asians. He wants to, like, he mentioned it before. He's all about how man makes his own destiny, that sort of thing, right? This is almost like a Terminator 2 thing, right? Like no fate sort of thing, in a weird way. So he's like, yeah, we get strong enough, we unite everybody, and then we can raffle stomp the Asians and make our own thing,
We would be the masters of our own fate.
He's almost like co-opting the Asians' plan.
I bid you join me, not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation, and together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
I mean, so it's a really like twisted wrong thing. He's going some false premises here. But he's talking about like let's make like a super nation, right? Like let's make the United Earth government basically, right? Or the United I don't know, Heidelin government, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna take to that because they all like doing their own thing too much. But it's just like it's an interesting premise if it weren't for the fact that he's clearly a nut job.
You want to trigger another half-dozen calamities? You can't be serious!
That's right, he was there.
How many died? There will be no one left.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
It is unthinkable. Unconscionable.
You know, I don't think they're taking it very well. Nanamo's still only as tall as the
And
table.
what is the alternative? To be as cattle waiting for slaughter? I would have us work together that we might take fate into our own hands.
Into your hands, perhaps.
The
But what
Warriors
of the
of Darkness.
other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
I bet he's about to just like absolutely raffle stomp her with how much he does not care. It's the greater good, you know.
To the Asians, we are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe. We cannot hope to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler? The flaws and foibles which you so abhor are what make us who we are. Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varys, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another.
Okay, I'm not saying that that's bad, but that's just kind of like, yeah, sure, okay. You know what this kind of reminds me of, though? I did want to comment. Mass Effect, when you're talking to, like, Saren or the Elusive Man, and they talk about how, like, especially the Elusive Man, right? He goes, hey, what if we could control the Reapers instead, right? Like, we could, like, become the masters of everything. The Reapers, of course, are controlling him, and he doesn't realize it, basically, right? Indoctrination theory for life, by the way. But no, it's just like, him being that way, it's a similar sort of thing, right? He thinks he can co-opt it, but he's going based on, like, kind of flawed ideas, you know? Because, I mean, like, are they even really the same people at that point, you know what I mean? And it's just, it's short-sighted, but, like, you understand in a way why he would do that. He's saying, like, we're being puppeteered almost. We don't matter to these beings. They're way stronger than us. They can do anything they want. They can't be killed in most cases, right? And they're saying we get together, we come together, we make everything, like, make ourselves stronger by proxy, and then we could do something. It's just flawed, but I get it.
While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation. That the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a cost to life is indefensible. Such a man is not fit to govern.
Oh, she's throwing shade.
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
My face when it says, I just like those ideas, like, oh, yeah, no, sure, I wouldn't defeat you. You're cool. Just imagine that you could say that. Like, can I condone such loss of life? We can defeat the Asians as we are. I mean, we can, but it's just rough. Oh, dude, that
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
You Eorzeans never cease to disappoint me. Though I suppose I have only myself to blame for expecting more from savages.
Savages.
This discussion is at an end. I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
I kind of expected those two to walk out behind him, but then they didn't. Alright. We have a permanent occupant for Cat Cam, as I expected. Let's talk to Lise and figure out what the next plan is. I came back to find Doma's advance party ready and waiting for battle, so as worrying as our little chat of the Emperor was, it did buy me enough time for at least for the allies to arrive. Alright. 1 down, 2 to go. That's what I'm talking about, though. It was such a stark left
I'm not
turn.
sure what I was
sorry.
expecting from our meeting with the Emperor, but it wasn't that. Still, at least we know now what he's really after.
I'm just saying that, like, the build-up here basically is there's going to be a giant battle, and it's going to be almost the fate of the entire realm, and then it's like, and Shadowbringers. It's like crazy that happens.
Aye, a future built on a mountain of bodies. I too want the Ascians dead, but not at any cost.
The last of the reinforcements from Doma arrived not long ago. I pray it will be enough. Given the Emperor's stated goal, this is a battle we can ill afford to lose.
If the Gallians come in force, we may not have much say in the matter, even with our combined strength.
We knew from the first that the odds would be against us. But if there is even the slightest chance of victory, we must do everything in our power to seize it.
We must seize it, full stop.
Here!
The two of you are to join an irregular unit and support the main host. I won't bother asking if you're minded to fight.
After coming this far, how could I not? And for once, there's no one around to countermand me. Not that they would. Not even my brother. But we all know who really make the difference. Ready to frighten some Garleans?
Yeah. I mean, that is kind of a thing I do, isn't it?
I wouldn't want to be on their side.
Might I ask you to accompany the Dorman contingent? They are strangers here, and your presence would do much to raise their spirits.
Ian, you know I got they back. Let's go.
We would be honored.
When our people stride out with you in their midst, I dare say the Eorzeans will feel an ilm taller themselves. High spirits have a way of spreading.
What I wouldn't give to join you. But my duties as field commander will not allow it. I'll leave the front lines in your capable hands.
Take a break, dude. You're gonna be busy enough as it is. He needs a vacation for sure.
Comrades, ready your arms. The hour of battle has come.
I like how
May the
most of them
crystal guide us to victory.
I like how most of them have a unique look too, so you can always tell like which one is from which nation. It's only a little hard. I mean, even with the color scheme of the main 3 ones, or 4, well 3, yeah. Where it's like red, yellow, and blue. Not to be confused with Crystal Braves. Go-ish Guardians. You're my secret pick. My Fantasy Football League secret pick, the Ish Guardians.
Since the others couldn't be here, we'll have to fight twice as hard. If Alphinaud wakes to find the Imperials have won, I shall never hear the end of it. It's strange. I thought I would be terrified when the fighting started. I should be terrified. But with you at our side, I can't help feeling everything is going to be all right.
I'm waiting for her to get yanked
please.
anytime. Like she's gonna get snatched.
Don't you dare leave me alone.
I mean, I'm not gonna do anything. You, on the other hand, you're gonna leave me alone, I'm pretty sure.
No matter what happens, we have to survive together.
I just realized that was the quest accepted. I was like, I wonder if we're getting the end of the quest. It's like, no. The Gimlet Dark? Oh, there is a dungeon! Hang on, I wonder if that's in my book. Give me a second. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize. Okay, hang on. Let's see if I can find it. It should be... I think this should be in the... This one, right? I'm hoping it's not in my other books behind it. If it is, but... Let's see. The Under Journey... Trying to see if I can find it in here. I don't think it's in part 2 because that would be the end of the thing. And the third version of this book... Oh, right, here we go. The Gimlet Dark. 207. Hang on. And I'll probably end up throwing this on the left side of the screen because Cat Cam's on the right. So, 207. Let's read it. The Gimlet Dark. Where dark clouds ever loom. I'll also get the cue going here in a second, but we'll just do this first. Where the dark clouds ever loom. The Gimlet Dark is the region that connects the continents of Aldenard and Ilsebard. A confluence of harsh terrain and etherochemical conditions that shroud the land in perpetual darkness, deterring settlers since ancient times. A few, aside from the trade caravans and the bandits that target them, willingly travel through. To persevere order in the area, the Alamegans had long maintained a military presence, and when the Garlean Empire was poised to invade Eorzea, they shored up their defenses in preparation. Alas, trenches and redoubts were ineffective against airships. Already weakened by civil war, Alamego soon fell, and pall and silence descended over Gimlet. Following the city-state's liberation, Gimlet once again came to separate the Empire and the Eorzea. When the Emperor Varus selected to resume the invasion, it was here that his forces met the Eorzean alliance in a bloody clash that resulted in untold casualties. And then it's got a couple pictures of, I'm guessing, bosses. The two twins that we've seen kind of hanging around, the red and blue, and then a big car thing. Julia Soranus and Agnia Soranus, members of the Empire's personal guard. This pair have loyally served Varus since he was High Legatus and enjoy his complete confidence. Being twins who grew up and trained together, they fight with deadly synergy. And the other one is Prometheus. A Magitech weapon developed by the Garlean military, Prometheus was originally designed for breaking down fortifications as a siege engine. Its excavation capabilities, however, saw the war machine employed in the Gimlet Dark for digging trenches and blunting the advance of enemy troops. And that is the Gimlet Dark. So let's go ahead and get that queue started, and I'll see you when it pops, when I get it there. So, go and do that. Other players... Alright, 22 minutes. Alright, 22 minutes it is. So, I'll see you when it pops. Okay, as you can see, it's been about 25 minutes of waiting. And in the interest of the fact that we are at the end of this, something else occurred to me. With this being such a big thing, I wanted to know, like, who do you get, right? I had a tank in queue with me. It was going to be a while. So we're going to opt for an unusual thing. We are going to run this with AI. We'll see who we get. Who do we have? So we have Hien and Random Shaman and Alisaie. Do I have anybody else? I don't. That's it. Just them. I mean, I kind of want to roll it with Hien. That wouldn't be too bad. So we will do the unprecedented and we will run it with this. If it wasn't for just like it's already. I just told myself I'd wait till 1 a.m. If I hadn't gotten anything by 1 a.m., then I'd go. So we're gonna do it because it's a long thing to wrap up. So me and Poppy and over here in Cat Cam, we're gonna do it. So forgive my impatience, but let's get it rolling. I'll be real. I think I've only run this dungeon like maybe 2 or 3 times. It's gonna be weird running it without actual people, but I think we'll make it. I love that some of them are stuff like pirates. They're trying to. I love how we couldn't get anybody else to come with us on this, so it just has to be shaman. It's just Doman shaman. All right. Well, I'm not the tank, Ian. So, but I know I am technically the man who runs it. So. All right. Oh. And then suddenly it was more dudes. These guys are like chunkier than I thought they'd be. I'm like pushing buttons and nothing is happening. Alright. That wasn't the right one. I like how they're mixing in that Garlean theme in the background. I do feel like it's nice they've kind of improved the AI over time. Because it used to be... like, that didn't matter at all, you know? Like, I would never have seen them do anything until you actually engage. And he kind of took the point there. So I have to pay attention to my positionals to a degree. Yeah, like I straight up probably run this dungeon like 2 times, maybe. I do know the red and blue twins there will be there, and that's about it. Alright, alright. What, no dialogue? I see Ian and Alisaie are saying stuff. What, Doman Shaman doesn't have any input? He got dragged into this mission and he doesn't have any way to say anything? I wonder why that is. I keep forgetting I actually have this, my little area of effect attack. I like how Doman Shaman is also level 70, but still is just a conjurer. Like, couldn't he give the dude White Mage or something? I feel for him. Respect for Doman Shaman. You know, there is an element of this where I'm, like, disappointed because I had to run NPCs, but at the same time, how else would I get to do little things like this and enjoy the perks of fighting alongside of amazing characters like Doman Shaman, you know what I mean? I was looking at my bar, I wasn't looking at that. Okay. Heal me, Doman Shaman. Help me. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. I'll never forget you, Doman Shaman. You're the best part of this entire game. Let there be no mistake. Forget every other character. Forget Estinian. Forget about, you know... Forget about Thancred and Hien and all of them. Nothing. None of them matter. You know why? I'll tell you why. You notice what's on his head? It's the hat. He's a fellow hat enjoyer. And that's what makes a Doman Shaman so important. He's also apparently immune to AoEs. we have respect for fellow hat enjoyers. Oh, boss. Okay. Mark II, Mark III B Magitech Colossus. Oops. Alright, well, Ian's being targeted. He's, fortunately, awesome. Stand here. He starts there and he's going to go that direction, then I don't have to worry about him. Get out of there! Yeah, I'm really glad the tanks in dungeons actually can do their job. I'm thinking about like when you have your chocobo tank for you, because my chocobo was the first. I chose tanking for him first, and you know, as great as he was, maybe not like the best tank that's ever been. Man, it's making so much pizza on the ground. I say that purely on the shade shift. So you guys also need shade shift. Especially Dome and Shaman, who apparently is immune to everything except for that. Interesting that he's a tank samurai. I just noticed that. We need a tank. Who should we take? Naturally, we should take Ian. Oh no. Why am I the one that has to stack? You nerds have to stack up on me. It's so hard to find good health these days. Maybe the best I've ever done in this rotation. Not saying it's perfect, but good thing we're almost in the Stormblood, so all my learning my rotation will all go for naught, and I'll have to switch to something else. And we're gonna be a caster, and I am not a. I'm not really a mage. I'm gonna be real. I'm not picking that up. You can't make me. All right.
Let us be about it.
I do like the color scheme they've got going through. They all like a lot of like reds and blues and things of that nature. Are you leaving again? And then the cat cam was empty again.
Out of my way.
Although knowing him, he might come back. We'll see.
You shall fall soon enough.
Enough!
You know, it is cool that they made it so you can go through with everybody, although it is slightly disappointing that you don't have to actually interact with people as much anymore. But you know what? I'd rather have the option than not have the option, I guess. Alright. Ian, absolute Johnny on the spot. He just warped through that entire physical object just for that. I don't think we get a bigger LB on this. You don't have like a full party of actual people. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Someone tell me. Stop handing me ships that fall apart. Keep throwing stuff at me that falls apart. I'm not gonna hit again. Not this time. I don't want to attack Stone and Shaman that hard. He didn't sign up for this. He just got, well, I mean, he probably did sign up for this, but I mean, like, maybe he didn't sign up for this much of this. Alright. I want not your chest. Hiya! I remember this field. Like, everybody's kind of here.
Ready?
Leaf, Pippin. Oh, what'd you know? You didn't have like a good tank, I guess? Pippin's trash. At tanking, specifically. No hate on the little man. You know what it really is? Just like, where's your Doman Shaman? You don't have a Doman Shaman? You guys need more Doman Shamans on your team. Gotta beat up their monkey robot. That is a large robot, man.
Enough!
Ah! I played Final Fantasy VII. You won't get me with that. Alright, let's go with some poisony thing and just start chugging along at him here. Everybody juke, dodge. Be more dudes. Keep moving, we will hold them here. Are they gonna drop more dudes? Oh no, okay, we're not fighting those dudes. They are fighting those dudes. It's the giant robot, the Prometheus from the book. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Did you just drop the LB? Excuse me, I didn't tell you to drop the LB. What if I had plans for that LB, Alisaie? I don't know what you're doing. Well, now we're in the Ring of Fire. Not to be confused with that part, that space from like the Pacific Ocean. Oh my gosh, it tunnels. It's under the ground. It's like Tremors, but with less Kevin Bacon. I don't think I want to be over there. So, everybody okay? Dome and Shaman? Okay, Dome and Shaman's okay. I was worried there for a second. You can't just let him just like suddenly like scare me like that. Watch out, Hien. We don't want to make it too hard on Dome and Shaman. He's having a hard time already. If that hat was cheap, I guarantee it wasn't. He spent all of his money for that.
Out of my way!
Nitro spin. Now we're fine. I fumbled that. I fumbled that. Oh no, it's going to the ground again. Okay. Where's it coming from? Oh yeah, it's gonna hit small places. Right here in the middle? Okay, I'm gonna... Ah, I got hit anyway. Oof. Heal us. Help, Doman Shaman. You're our only hope. Get out of there, Doman Shaman! No! He took damage on that, but it didn't count it. It's very forgiving. It's very kind of you, Prometheus, to be so kind to a man as honorable as Doman Shaman. Alright. Such bizarre machina won't make the garlands. Okay. Cool. Want to make. That one was like a fire-breathing mole, I thought. Yeah. It's cool you get little pieces of dialogue there, too, when you take the computer, so it's not all bad. Oh, it's Amaric and Connie said, Amaric, my boy. Connie's gonna get a little beat up.
You underestimate me.
You know, I don't doubt that. Try to look around the background while I do this. This actually feels like we've been into a few fights where things are like a big battle, but I think this is probably the most like actual big, I don't know, the most big battle feeling big battle that's been a big battle. More parachutes. It's interesting that they have the Garleans using parachutes.
Does not yield.
I don't know if that just like seems weird to me or what. I'm trying to remind myself to do positionals, but I just don't. I'm ashamed. Don't worry, I'm ashamed of me too. It's a big chonky boy. Where are you going, dude? What is this guy is styling on us right now. He's like moving. I could not target him. He's moving every which way.
Enough.
Getting absolutely styled on right now. I can't believe it. Lightning bolt. Wait, what? Oh. Suddenly, another giant robot. Everybody throw your phones at that guy. Alright. This looks kinda like an arena of sorts. Okay, we got some we say Amaric and Connie Senna, so that's good. We all know who the real hero is right now though. Come on. Let's not play games. Fear not, help is on the way. Oh, Lise and Pippin are back. You know what would have been interesting if they had more set pieces in the background where you could see people you recognize doing stuff. I don't think you have to. I'm just saying, oh, this guy's gonna style on us again. I'm just gonna shade shift and keep hitting him. For a second there, he just hit somebody out of the arena. I don't think that's what happened, but For a second, that's what it looked like. Ian, you gotta tank him in the pool. Keep him in the pool. You know this. Gosh, what a scrub. So bad at this video game. Another one? Good grief. Just red this time. You guys gotta calm down with this. Bringle. Oh, we gotta get in the dome. Okay. I almost didn't see that. I still took damage? Come on. I was where I was supposed to be. What would we do without Dome Shaman? Like, honestly. Get out of there, all you nerds. This guy has a lot of health. Just like I'm just saying, he does. This one's for you, Papalimo. Please, yes.
Time to get serious.
Hit this guy. Hit this guy like a bag of the... Oh, yeah. There we go. That was cool. I like that. Leave it to Lise to pierce War Machine armor with her fist. Yeah, leave it to us. Alright, it's time. It's time to arrive at the provisional Imperial landing. Wonder Twin powers activate. These savages bested our vanguard. Impressive. But in the end, they are only that, savages. Now let us be brief. His radiance awaits. I'm kind of disappointed they couldn't find a voice actress for that. You guys are just Junius knockoffs from A Realm Reborn. That's what I'm saying. I'll shame them. Hiya. Alright, let's fight some twins. Twinsies. Hopefully I can actually do this. I'm not like a complete scrub. Oh, Ian's about to get targeted. Bombardments. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. No, sir, I don't. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Dome and Shaman, be careful. You are like, you're the absolute linchpin of this team. People didn't know it was you this whole time. Okay, so doing the X's thing like Gaius do kinda. How clutch would it be if Gaius just randomly showed up and he was like, yeah. Oh no. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like an actual big deal. I got targeted, so I was like, oh, surely it'll be that. She's gonna tap out soon, I'm sure. Artificial plasma. Wouldn't be bad if what's her face showed up either. Bordola. Do one of these. So I'm not sure. Like, are you supposed to stand out there or try and put yourself in a position where you get pushed out? Impressive Anya, let us engage them together. They cannot hope to evade us both. Don't take your eyes off them. I'm gonna just stand right here. Was I right? Did I do it? Alright, can we just hit this broad already? Immense airstrike. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, okay. Well, they're all around, so gotta watch for that, I guess. Oh man. Oh no. Did I get hit by that? I didn't get hit by that. Nothing like randomly the floor is lava. I sort of did not think there was a dungeon at the end of Stormblood. I don't know why I thought that, but I just didn't think that. Throw knives at that broad, yeah. We both got this broad down. I think it's their phase, maybe? Oh no. You're gonna use the LB? We don't need to use the LB. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Oh, Alisaie. I should have like seen if I could like change your commands so that you didn't do that. You just used an entire LB on nobody. That was great. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oops. Just gonna hope this is right. I'm gonna shade shift just in case. There we go. Fewer still have witnesses. Farewell, savages. Help me, Domachon. Throw everything you've got at them, yeah? There's one. Almost got another one. Just gotta poison her, hit her with this. There we go. Absolute GG easy. We have served our purpose. Come, we shall withdraw for now. Let's return to the pop chair. Thank you for returning to your glorious position, sir. And Yugiri runs in at the end. Where have you been this whole time? You're supposed to be helping us, and you just like ran off. I'm sure it said something in the beginning, I just didn't get it. Alright, well, I just wanted, before we go. Dome and Shaman, you're my real hero. I don't know what you're saying right now, but thank you. You're the best. Alright. We don't need the treasure, we're just gonna move on.
We did it! I dare say they'll be reeling from this.
You were truly inspiring in battle, my friend. I'm determined not to be outdone, but there seems to be no one left to fight.
Am I crazy or that line just sound weird? But the way he delivered it, I don't know. The audio sounded weird.
A tactical withdrawal, perhaps?
We should give chase. Finish them off while we have the chance. Imagine the other surprise when they wake to find the war already won.
Oh, perfect timing.
The light will expunge all life. Only you can forestall the calamity.
I think this is Alisaie's moment.
Throw wide the gates.
No! 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 Not like...
Also, it's kind of bittersweet in a way. Like, ah, it'll be fine. Nope, sorry. Later. And then there was only one. The man with hat.
Oh no. Don't tell me.
Oh,
Are
but
you
yes.
all right? Quickly! We must get her back to the encampment.
Alright. Suddenly it's just us talking to Raubon. So the Garleans have been routed, have they? Well done. Though the exchange was no more than a test of our strength, like it is not. They won't be taking any chances now the Emperor has joined the fray. They'll want to take their time, whittle down our defenses. Still, with your help and that of our eastern allies, we passed the first test. Our line is unbroken. As for Alisaie, well, she's in good hands over at the infirmary. My lord, Gyrogens have completed their examination of Mistress Alisaie, and it is as we feared. She is locked in a slumber without any outward cause. Just like the others. Damn it all. Aye, the Garleans picked a fine time to come knocking. 5 scions incapacitated, and with the enemy on our doorstep, I cannot spare the men to assist in the search for a cure. The best I can see to it is that the Alisaie is escorted safely back to the Rising Stones. Ugiri and I would return to our encampment. The main contingent of our forces from the Far East is under sail, and must be ready for their arrival. I'll not keep you then. It's cool. Thanks, Ian. Thanks, Ugiri. I'll miss you guys. Judging by the Garleans' most recent movements and lack thereof, they won't be launching another offensive in the immediate future. You should return to the Rising Stones. Given the plight of your fellow scions, I can understand if you feel on edge, but you'll be no good to anyone without rest. Okay. To the Rising Stones. It's so somber. It's like, because I know it's on the horizon of this, it's like I'm kind of excited, but kind of again, kind of like almost like Heaven's Ward. Maybe not as intense as Heaven's Ward, because Heaven's Ward was such a big thing, but what's that guy's name? Yogi the Mexican? Yogi the Mexican? Any and all helps welcome. Thanks for the advance. Level 72 Reaper. But yeah, it's like I'm kind of excited, you know what I mean? Alright, oh, it's Hoary Boulder. Hoary Boulder's my contact? Wow. Things have gotten rough. Ah, Tiberius, welcome home. Word has it you and Mistress Alisaie gave the Garleans quite a thrashing. Speaking of whom, where is Mistress Alisaie? I was certain she would have returned by now. Wouldn't you know it? She's kind of had the same problem that everyone else had. By the 12, not her too. Ocher? Ocher and I will ready the infirmary for her arrival. We also need to send a message to Tataru post-haste. Would that I had something other than grim tidings to share with her. I hadn't thought about it. Tataru's not really there either. So she's just watching all of her friends drop like flies. And with you too, for that matter. It grieves me to report that Archon's condition remains unchanged. As we speak, Coltonet, Kryl, and Master Matoya continue to explore every possible avenue. Alas, their efforts have yet to bear fruit. But it is all is not lost. You are still hale and whole, after all. Though I suspect you must be tired from your journey. You should rest, my friend. Leave the worrying to us for the time being, at least. Alright. I know we're running long, but we're on the home stretch, baby. 1 quest left. Meanwhile, at the border of Alamigo. Zenos show up? I feel like Zenos shows up. Yep, there's Zenos. With his golf bag sword. Oh my gosh. He's styling on us. Alright. A brief reprieve. If I'm not mistaken, this should be the last one. Ah, Tiberius, yours is welcome face indeed in these troubled times. Though if you've come to inquire about the stricken brothers and sisters, I am afraid I have not to report. Colton and the others continue their tireless search for answers, and I too have done all in my power to assist them. Alas. My apologies for the intrusion. I was told Master Alphino had been brought here, and wished to see if his condition had improved. Oh, it's Maximum. Master Tiberius, I have heard of the part you played in driving back the Empire's forces. Thank you. That you were able to stop them, if only for a short while, gives me hope. I realize how strange such words must sound coming from a Garlean's lips, but I speak them out of the love I bear for my homeland, because I wish to see an end to the bloodshed. That is why I chose to share all that I know with the Alliance. Though I will surely be branded a traitor, I am content to bear that ignominy. Ignominy? I'm not good at saying that word. It will seem a small price to pay to help prevent the conflict from escalating any further. But enough of my prattling. The war is not what brought me all this way. I came to see Master Alphino. An acquaintance of Tiberius and Alphino, are you? Well, far be it from me to turn away good company, if you'll follow me, sir. When word reached me that Alphino had returned, it seemed only right that I visit him. Poor lad, it pains me to see him thus, but I take solace in knowledge that he is safe and well cared for. He fought valiantly at the burn. The populares could not have wished for a more committed ally. I know not how he came to be so afflicted, but I pray for a cure to be found soon. On an unrelated note, you may be interested to know that I've traveled here in the company of another acquaintance of yours. Huh? He awaits you return at the North Salvatire, and I am certain he would be glad to see you, assuming you can spare the time, that is. Is it Cid? North Salvatire, that's like, not super far away, but you know what that means, though. You know what that means, though. Guys, you know what that means. It means chocobo porters. We could take a chocobo porter. Could I run all the way there? Yeah, but that's not what we do here. Shall we keep St. Quinix find? Let's go. I could be wrong, though. I was looking up the thing. It says 161 of 162. I thought this would be the last one, but there might be technically one more mission after this. It's okay. We'll get there. We'll figure it out. We're getting close. Let's look at map. Yep. For a second there, I thought that was an undone thing. Oh, wait. We're like near there. I thought we were going over to St. Quinix Find. We're not. Are we going just over here somewhere? Maxima. Why, if that isn't Cid Garland? You know, Cid kind of disappeared after a while, didn't he? I don't remember him being... I mean, he shows up later on, but still. Oh, there you are. I was beginning to think you would not come. What? It's only been like 2 seconds. What are you talking about? Sounds like you've been through the mill. You should have called me. Though I must confess, tracking down missing souls isn't exactly within my field of expertise. As you may have surmised, I heard much of Master Garland growing up in Garlemald. Indeed, he has long been a source of inspiration to me. Most Garleans would say he's a traitor, and he turned his back on his country. We of the Populares, however, consider him a revolutionary, a man willing to defy the Empire's dreams of subjugation, that his inventions might bring about a better future for all mankind. Please, revolutionary is a term best served for my work. I am but an Imperial defector who thought to aid another Imperial defector. Whatever Master Garland says, I am humbled to find myself in such distinguished company. Speaking of distinguished company, we have heard from Raoban that you ran into an old friend in the burn. Is it true? Gaius still lives? Yeah, he's alive. And he is absolutely jacked. Like most in the army, I never had the privilege of seeing the Legatus without his mask. To think I walked halfway across the burn in the presence of the Black Wolf. And he claimed to have severed ties with the Empire to hunt Asians, did he? After his humbling at the Praetorium, one would think he'd have a good sense to stay dead. Should we meet again, I shall be sure to tell him so. Commander Aldine also spoke of the Alliance meeting with the Emperor, though I still labor to believe that what he told us. Did his Radiance really claim that Garlemald was founded by Asians? But that is madness. The very notion is absurd. Every fiber of my being rails against it. And yet, I see no escaping the truth. From the very founding of my homeland, my brothers and sisters have laid down their lives to serve us through a lie. The Asians must be stopped, to save my people, to save all peoples. For all the Empire's many crimes, even I did not suspect. Had I known, I would have left a lot sooner. But that is in the past. Here in the present, we must apply ourselves to the problem of how the Empire's ambitions may be thwarted, not only in Eorzea, but in the Far East as well. The Ironworks will spare no effort to achieve that end. Seryu's wall was a good start, but we can do more. And we will. We'll show them what it means to achieve freedom through technology. Begging your pardons, but I bear a message for the Warrior of Light. What's up? Commander Aldine requests your presence at the Alliance headquarters in Alamigo. He would discuss matters of strategy at your earliest convenience. Ah yes, the inevitable messenger. I knew it wouldn't be long before duty called you away. Time to be no doubt the essence. Could I tempt you to ride above the Excelsior? It's a faster way to Raubon's side. I will personally apologize to the commander for keeping him waiting. Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, we could teleport, but yeah, it's not fine. Alright, Sid. I swear, every time you board my airship, you seem to be barreling headlong into danger, and every time you somehow contrive to emerge victorious, without, of course, an admirable skill. But no one is invincible, Tiberius, not even you, so please, take care of yourself out there. I pray you return safe for the front lines. Though ill-equipped to join the fray, I shall do what I can to assist from headquarters. My colleagues and I have been tasked with evacuating casualties by air. See that you aren't among them, eh? Alright, so I thought this was the last one. Apparently it's not. The next one is the last one, so let's do that. Resistance fighter. Commander Aldine is waiting, sir. It will be best if we proceed to the Alliance headquarters at once. A requiem for heroes. I am ready. I'm ready. My body was made ready. It's not that. Oh, it's on the far end of the room. Okay. I thought he would be like there, but then he's not there. He's over here. He's at a different large table. Oh my gosh, that's gold light. Oh no. You're here. Good. I summoned you to discuss strategy, but first I would appraise you of the Guardian's movements. Upon speaking the several cutscenes of the plan sequence, it is recommended that you set aside. Oh no! Alright. I'm gonna turn. In the interest of time, I'm gonna put it on easy. Because I don't want to cut this into 2 episodes. I really don't want to do that. But this is already I know we're getting close to 2 hours probably. This is already
there have been
40
several
minutes.
skirmishes along the border, but as yet neither side has delivered a decisive blow. We had long assumed that the Garleans would overwhelm us in a straight fight, but we seem to be gaining ground, albeit slowly. As to why that might be, the most likely explanation is that they have yet to commit all their forces. Still, we're winning, and our latest intelligence suggests the Emperor has retreated back to Garlemald. In light of this, we're considering launching an offensive with the aim of pushing the front line forward and giving ourselves some room to breathe.
Commander! The Imperials! They've broken through our defenses to the east!
What?
Our scouts say their forces are being led by Lord Zenos.
Yep, there it is.
Lord Heian and Commander Hext have taken their troops to provide support, but we don't know how long they can hold out.
So, they've been biding their time, waiting for his arrival, have they? Very well. Send word to our allies, requesting reinforcements for the front line. Should the worst come to the worst, I may need to enter the fray myself. But what of you? Do you still have the strength to fight?
Boy, I was born ready. Let's go. Say the word. Please leave the asking to me.
He may not die as such, but to see Lord Zenos fall on the battlefield would deal a heavy blow to Imperial morale. I'll see to it the men stay clear.
I don't think the asking guy can probably fight as well as Zenos. Zenos really liked being Zenos. Oh no!
Why won't they open? Please.
Oh man, that would suck for...
Open.
That would suck so hard for him.
What's wrong? Is it the voice again?
Sure is. By golly.
Are you sure you're in a fit state to do this?
Probably not, but we're gonna have to do it anyway.
May Ralga grant us strength.
Jesus.
Give 'em hell, lad. I, for my part, will defend this place to my dying breath.
Meanwhile, at the border of Alamigo. Let me at him, let me at him. Oh, you guys should definitely not fight even fake Zenos. He's busted OP. Oh wait, am I gonna play as, I'm gonna play as Hien? Oh man, this feels like the Battle of Reach, man. Where you know it's like survive. Wait a minute, where's the Doman guy? Oh no. Alright, well we gotta do this.
Ready?
This is riveting. Do you truly believe that it's possible? Let's set the limit of this Garlean vessel. We are doing like jack for damage. Hello, foe, but we have come too far to fail now. I just noticed those other guys, the lesser guys, already got knocked down. It's not going well. Especially if the lie that man is a dominable spirit. Oof. Oh no. Oh no, okay. Where can I go? Right there, I guess. Oh wait, no. Oh, get out, get out, get out, get out. Okay. I like how I put this on easy and he still has like a billion health. Yeah, here's Tiberius. Strive and find us battered and broken, yeah. Find struggle if you won't, okay. I don't have a ranged ability. Why? Oh man, that was unfortunate. That's okay. Not that big of a deal. Imagine being a swordsman as good as he had, and it's like, it's just not enough. Fate is not for you to decide. You will learn your place, huh? Oh lord. Did I go in the right spot? Oh, I'm getting bound! Somebody help me. What is this sorcery? For real, somebody help me. Guys. Guys. I don't even know the depths of your folly. Oh no, you don't.
Here it comes.
Oh, is she gonna get grabbed? Oh no. What have you done exactly? Like now it's we just swapped 1 for 1. Good, bring all of air, unless almost me.
The weave of a shinobi's power.
Oh, that looks cool. Oh, she just like split herself in 4.
The art of
She's
my
like
forebears.
four LBs at once. In fairness, no hurry, must protect Lise. The Warrior of Light is but a few hundred yalms away. Or it's like that thing in that there's a fighting game from One Punch Man where you're waiting, like one of the things is when Saitama comes, you're like waiting for him to get there. Because he's always running late. We're waiting for me to get there. I'm but a few hundred yalms away. Gotta hang in there until I can show up and save the day. Perfect. Hit him harder, Lise. You got a dagger hand. Hit him harder. comes to thee, then I need not waste time on you. Oh no. He doesn't even feel I'm worth his time, is he? And one armed against two arms. Oh, he's got fancy powers.
You get it.
Oof. The scene is very cool. Oh, he got jacked in the face. Run me, run! I need to run faster. Telling me I can't run faster than this. Must be the drag from the hat.
Magic with a Garlean body. That's hardly fair. Still,
Are Garleans just
he
physically
must be
stronger?
stopped, no matter the cost.
What an entrance.
Ah, bringer of light. It has been too long. No words to mark our reunion? So be it. Equilibrium must be restored, and only your death will redress the balance.
Dude's just asking for it. Alright. Alright, let's get this going.
Yeah.
Throw everything at him. The kitchen sink, the whole thing. I'm doing some solid damage. Especially considering, like, I think about the fact that we're on, like, a lower difficulty, just so we can do it faster, but, like...
Yeah. Yeah.
I know mechanics are coming, I can feel it. There ain't no way I'm beating this guy faster than mechanics come up. Alright, here we go. Alright.
Yeah.
I think I would have been punished right there way harder if this was on normal difficulty. Even with the difficulty, it's going way faster than I think it normally would. You're nothing!
Weak.
I'm weak, you're weak.
I see.
You're wrecked. Slightly anticlimactic, but, you know, it's not even real Zenos anyway, come on. Oh no, the dead body's alive!
Your mother chose her champion well. Yet, for all your strength, You will still fail.
Oof. Oh, not now.
I beseech you.
It's not a good time. Crystal Exarch man.
Someone calls to you. Too late, alas.
What just horrible timing, dude. Dun dun dun. Alright, you finally got me. I hope you're happy. So, unlike the other ones, do I not pass out, but I actually just get yanked because I'm different? I know, because I know the Warrior Light has the ability to pass between the dimensions freely.
At last, I found you. Please, there's no cause for alarm. Though, I confess, this is not where I had intended to meet. But the place of our meeting is of no consequence, like the war you wage. Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion. The better path leads you here, to me. I have need of your strength.
Easy for you to say, dude. I don't know if you were paying attention. I know you're saying that either way, but I'm saying it's a rough go. Who are you? You just send me back now. I mean, alright, I'm gonna just say who are you, because it's obviously, at this point.
I'm afraid such questions will have to wait. We have precious little time, and your work is not yet done. Go to the Crystal Tower. I have left something for you near its base. It will serve as a beacon of sorts, one which I pray will help you on your journey. All you need do is find it. I will take care of the rest.
I kind of forgot how you actually, like, start getting there. I know everyone else gets pulled through, but I was like, do you get pulled through?
Soon, we will throw wide the gates. And the path to the first will be yours to walk at last.
Oh. But yeah, it's like, you pulled me in, but like, I was about to get my head cut off, so like, what happened? My hat! My hat! Hey, it's Amaric. My boy. Of all the people here, I'm so glad it's him.
You're awake. Thank heavens.
Let's see, what happened, or where is Zenos? Say where is Zenos?
I see you recall that much, at least. In the midst of your duel, it is said you faltered, and that the Crown Prince seized the opportunity to deliver a mortal blow. Yet before his blade could find its mark, he was distracted by the arrival of a second adversary who bore you away from the battlefield and into the hands of our chirurgeons.
General Aldine, I guess, maybe?
Lest you wonder, He left before you awoke. As is his wont.
Oh, was it Astinian? Astinian is a Chad enough to do that. That's why it had to be Astinian. Yeah! Let's go!
Astinian never was one for emotional farewells.
I love that dude. I love Astinian so much, so good. Who could possibly fell Zenos?
Though Zenos faced it all before him, the battle clearly took its toll, for he retreated shortly after your rescue. Seeing this, the remaining Imperial forces decided discretion was the better part of valor and pulled back, allowing us to re-establish our position. We have since received word of renewed unrest in the provinces, doubtless inspired by the efforts of the Eorzean alliance and our Far Eastern allies. Nor does the good news end there. We have also come into possession of intelligence suggesting unrest within the Imperial court. This would certainly explain why both the Emperor and Lord Zenos appear to have abandoned the fight. A long-awaited ray of hope in these dark times.
Is Alisaie alright? We'll just say, what are the scions? I mean, I worry about Alisaie, but, like, let's ask about all of them. Might as well.
Yet to awake, I'm afraid. But please, concentrate on your own recovery for now. You have carried the hopes of some half-dozen nations, and we are all eternally grateful for your efforts. But no one is without their limits, not even you.
You're wrong. Fake news. It's okay, that I understand.
Leave this fight to us, my friend. You have earned your rest.
Well, I do have some other stuff to do.
But before I forget, I was asked to deliver a message as soon as you awoke. A reminder that you are not alone, though many of your allies have fallen. When you are well and rested, you are to return home, where friends will be waiting for you. Now, if you will excuse me, I must return to the front. May we meet again soon, under happier circumstances.
Of course, anytime, Amric, dude. I'm so glad it's you. It could have been Aldine or any number of people, but you and me, we're boys. We go way back. Alright. In the interest of trying to get this episode under 2 hours, it's probably not going to. It's totally going to be 2 hours. I guarantee it. But that's neither here nor there. Well, this is most unexpected surprise. I thought you confined to bed. Lord... Aw, dude. Edmund before dawn. When I heard you collapsed at the field of battle, I confess I feared the worst. But with you standing here before me, I see now that the reports of your defeat were greatly exaggerated. Thank the Fury. As long as we have you, Master Fox, history suggests that we are fighting a chance. Speaking of fighting, you may be surprised to hear that the war's effects can already be felt here in Ishgard. In anticipation of the need for reinforcements, Artorial will soon be departing for the front lines with a contingent of our finest knights. I would advise you stay until your strength is returned, but I know it would be an exercise in futility. Indeed, I expect you have already decided on your next destination. Dark days lie ahead, and I have no doubt, but the light of hope shall ever guide our steps toward so long as we have the will to press onward. And press onward we must. Farewell, my friend. I pray our next meeting will be under happier circumstances. Our cat's just turboing through. Alright, Rising Stones. Berry Cream. Alright. What a name. Alright. Okay. Gotta go see friends. I'm assuming it's just like everything else. Probably Cryo in them. Tataru. Don't you cry. I'm fine.
By the 12! I don't believe it! I rushed back as soon as I could. I swear, my heart nearly stopped when I heard you'd collapse like the others. What in heaven's name is going on? Win or lose, the path you walk leads only to oblivion. Oh, well, that's helpful. And what else did he say? The better path leads to him? If his is the voice you've all been hearing, perhaps the others are with him.
I mean, it's a fair
Sir
assessment.
Emmerich said
I like
the
how
fighting
surprised
had
that
reached
looks
a
like that.
stalemate, didn't he? But if that monster masquerading as Zenos comes back... Thancred, Y'shtola, Eorzea, Alphino, Alisaie. You're going to need all of them on your side to defeat him. And I forbid you from going to face him on your own, do you hear me?
Well, if I'd stopped getting passed out, I'd have been fine.
So if you must leave, go and find the others. Bring them home.
Don't worry, I will do that very thing.
As for where to start, you said the stranger had left a beacon for you at the Crystal Tower, right? But how are you to find it, now that the tower has been sealed shut?
I'll figure it out.
There has to be a way. If anyone would know, it's Sid and the researchers of St. Coinac's Find. Don't you worry, we'll find that beacon for you.
We gonna find that beacon. And then there was enthusiasm, and the pop cheer was abandoned. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. That throne doesn't look very comfortable.
I pray you have good reason for abandoning the front.
How could I remain there while the rumor that my son is possessed by a demon spreads like a sickness here at home?
Oh, the plan worked.
I will not be made to fight for the throne a second time. But what of you? Did you not tell me you would destroy Eorzea's champion with the ease that one might swat a fly?
The shift eyes.
A minor setback. He will not escape me again. Where is your grandsire? I would have words with him.
How should I know? Do you hide from each other's sight as well? I imagine he's doing what all Asians do.
He must have found a way to take advantage of this turmoil.
Men are not pawns to be played with, Asian. You underestimate us at your peril. This war will not be decided by you and yours. Man must choose his own fate, and I, for my part, will do all within my power to see Garlemald emerge victorious.
Pray forgive the intrusion, Your Radiance, but the requested preparations are now complete. We stand ready to begin production of Black Rose upon your order.
I should have known. Ominous. I don't know what that was all about exactly, but alright. You want to be spooky, you were spooky. Oh, there it is. Alright, as much as I like that, we gotta get on with it. Alright, let's turn it in. I knew you'd be alright, and to celebrate your return, I made you this, a brand new traveling outfit. Oh, I do hope it fits. I think it's what I'm wearing right now, actually. But now is not the time to fuss over measurements. I must go and speak with the researchers at St. Quintus Find. You and Crest will go and rest while we track down that beacon. Alright. Oh, yeah, it's that guy. I remember what that is, but I just, you know. No, it's the double Sharingan.
My enemy. My friend. Had I been but a step faster.
Bloody savages!
Oh, that's unfortunate for that guy. He don't even know. Brutal.
A pity your hunt leads you elsewhere. Not that I am surprised. May you find joy in it. Grow stronger, more savage, and savor every triumph. In the meantime, I will reclaim that which is rightfully mine.
Who could this mysterious person be? With the crazy eyes I can't even fathom. And thus the reason we did the Crystal Tower raids early on. Just so we'd have some background for this. Feels like an eternity ago we did that. In the midst of a requiem for heroes, a voice rings out across time and space. In the fields of tranquil light, sow your seeds of darkness. You completed the chapter Stormblood Part 4. Exiting New Game Plus mode. Alright, so first off, I want to apologize this episode. I knew it was going to be long, but this got stupidly long. So, I'm glad that we did it with NPCs, because God, imagine like if it would be even faster that way, or slower the other way. I will just say a little bit real quick. For those of you who've been watching for a while, I really appreciate you watching. I originally started this just to do it all myself, but we're 100 episodes in. And if they had to have a long episode, I suppose the 100th episode would be it, right? So, with that, next episode we will start Shadowbringers. So with that, you know what I always say. Till next time.